Hey guys, welcome to the channel. It is March 25th, believe it or not. Still plenty of snow on the ground and we're struggling to get into the 40s here in southeastern South Dakota, but planting's coming, so that's what we're doing today. We're kind of going through my John Deere 7000 planter. It's a 6-row narrow, and we're just taking a look at it and gonna get a list of parts together and see what we all need to get at the dealership so we can get ready to rock if we can ever get to the field with it. So that's what's going on. All right, here it is, guys. This row unit here, I already pulled the seed box and meter off there. I got that on the bench. Looking and see what I need for some gauge wheels here. This sucker, the shaft from the original bushing or bearing that was in here, I was able to get him off. Surprisingly, I just sprayed some penetrating oil around it and shot it in the hole here for the roll pin. Well, these closing wheels on these planters originally, I think, had a roll pin in here to hold the gauge closing wheels on, but I bought it. The guy had these bigger cotter pin keys in here, and that makes a lot more sense to me anyway, easier to get off. But anyways, I was able to get that out of there. I just clamped a vice grip on there and worked it back and forth, and then hit it with the old persuasion tool there, and it come off surprisingly. Gauge wheels are all new. I mean, I don't know, not brand new, but they were all replaced at the same time, and I don't know how many acres they have on them, but not that many. I don't think. I think this planter at the most was doing a couple hundred acres a year at the very most, and it only did that maybe the last 2 years. The gentleman I bought it from had it. Yeah, back to the closing wheels there. It came with these kind of spiked ones on it, and he was just replacing them with these factory, rubber wheel ones as he went. Kind of on a little bit of a budget for parts, so I'm just gonna kind of do what needs to be done. I'll probably have it set up like that, where I got one spiked and one rubber per row. Some of these I'm gonna just put new bearings and a new tire on, depending on how much that costs. I took one of these apart. This one, the bearing is just shot, but the tire is okay. And to take it apart, you just take these 3 bolts off there, flip it over, same thing on this side, kind of hit on the bearing a little bit to get these 2 pieces to separate. You can get it apart and then get the tire and the bearing off. So probably get a new bearing for him. Got one over here on the bench already disassembled. This one's gonna need a new bearing and tire. This tire is shot. Got the number 1 corn meter here, tore apart, and I'm inspecting it. Probably should get a new wheel here, but I ran it around a couple times and the belt isn't torn and it's not sticking to it when it's coming around, so I don't think I would have any doubles. So we might just call number 1 good and put him back together and keep going. I'm not going to go into detail on how these corn meters work. John Stevens, Maple Grove Farms, he has a really good video, like a 20-minute video going in depth and how to do your own inspection on these. So check him out if you're interested in that. But back on the planter, yeah, I'm just gonna go through each meter, get get the closing wheels all put back on when I get the new ones and get the couple rebuilt. This tire is shot, so I'll have to pull that off and put a new tire on that rim. My plan is to kind of just pull this up onto some blocks under this tire and pull him off and get a new tire there. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on right now with this. I'm for sure going to be doing 10 acres of soybeans with it this year. And hopefully I can line up a few acres of corn, probably 10 at the most. And at the least, I will be doing just a couple food plots with it on the little few acres that I own. And we'll see what it does and maybe get out and harvest it or just leave it for food plots type of thing. So we will see. All right, I got through all the row units for all the corn meters. I put this closing wheel back on here. I just smeared a little grease on the shaft on the bearing and put it in there. I'll probably do that for all of them. Maybe it won't do anything, but I don't know, slid in there easier. So peace of mind, I guess. I'm gonna get these boxes put back on. I'm gonna leave number 2 and number 6 off. They're gonna need a little extra work. I disassembled all of them, and then you can see on this number 6 one, like the seed belt, it's got like a cut in there on every single one of them. Like, it almost looks factory, so I wonder if something metal got stuck in there and it rode around and cut that groove in every single one. But some of the ends look like they're getting worn. I actually have a new belt that came with the planter that I'm going to put on here. And then I'm going to get some Scotch-Brite for this one and kind of clean it up, shine it up a little bit. Double bump felt good on all of them. It wasn't completely wore down. I'm going to replace the seed brush on number 6. This one's kind of beat up and shot. And then on number 2, I'm going to leave him apart and kind of buff that rust out of there. These two, number 2 and number 6, were kind of the worst ones as far as rust goes in this plate. So I'm going to do that. Probably order them gauge or closing. I keep saying gauge wheels. Closing wheels from Shoop. Probably rebuild a couple of them. I'll just get the least amount I can need for free shipping, I guess, and get those put on the planter and get the transmission set, and we're getting closer. It's exciting. So that's just going to kind of do it for the video there. Probably just a lot of rambling, but there's just not much going on. Just a quick little reason why I'm not doing too much with the row units is I just don't have the acres right now, and I still got work I need to do to this tractor. I still got some work I need to do to the hydraulic pump on the 4020. The baler needs a little bit of work. And so just right now, I mean, I go over more hay acres right now than I do row crop acres. So the tractors need to get fixed. The baler definitely needs to get fixed, and 100% not going to cheap out on that at all. Being I'm only going to be doing just a little bit with the planter. I'm just going to kind of do the most important things, I guess, with the closing wheels, the tire. I'm going to get that put on and just kind of do my best and with the inspection I did and kind of roll with what we got this year. If I picked up more acres, I would spend some money on the row units. If I make some decent money, you know, farming this year with the row crops, I mean, I'm going to put some money into those row units. I mean, I'm a person that believes that your planter passes are your most important passes of the year, so definitely don't want to cheap out on that piece of equipment, but I just don't have the acres this year to justify spending a whole ton of money. So that is my thoughts. Hey, if you made it to the end, that's awesome. I appreciate it. Maybe consider hitting subscribe and so you can catch us in the next one. Leave a comment if you like these planters, if you have one, or what your favorite kind of planter is, and I'm sure we're all ready for spring, so we'll see you in the next one.